Hey everybody, I'm David, and today I want to talk about Inhumans, which is a new TV series coming to ABC, which will take the place of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for a while, from my understanding. And Marvel showed a special presentation using IMAX cameras, so the whole 2 episodes, that's what it is, 2 episodes rolled into one. They filmed it all using IMAX cameras, and a lot of reviews have been coming out and saying that this movie, or it's not a movie, it's a TV show. It's really bad, and that's what I think the problem is with this movie. This 2 episodes. I think a lot of people were expecting something huge and grand, something maybe of Game of Thrones style event, which I think Game of Thrones would have been a more proper show to show on IMAX rather than this Inhumans. I will say that I thought it was okay. I would, like, if I was to rate these 2 episodes, I would give it maybe the first episode a 6 out of 10, and then the second episode a 7 out of 10. I did think the beginning was a little slow, and then I thought the second half maybe picked up a little bit more. But for the most part, I can see why people might not respond well to it, especially if you have it in your head that you're expecting something grand with amazing special effects or all that. And a lot of people are aware already that this is not going to have great special effects. If you've seen the trailers, a lot of people were already disappointed by what they seen in the trailers. And so what you see in those trailers is what you're going to get. You're not going to get, like, amazing visuals, which is sad because it did make me wonder, like, what was the point of the IMAX cameras if you guys weren't going to use them to their full advantage? There were a few shots here and there, I can vaguely remember them now, that looked pretty good in IMAX, but then most of the shots is what you would expect in a TV show. It felt just like average shots, just like blown up bigger, which kind of didn't really use it to its full potential. And the special effects, I mean, this is why TV shows are not made for the big screen, or specifically shows like this are not made for the big screen. And when you watch it, you see why. As soon as the opening scene started, I also got remembered the differences between a TV show, a cable network TV show, and a movie, because it starts off with 2 extras who were actually really bad actors, and you get a couple of not so great actors throughout. The main cast is okay. I would say the strongest one was the actor who played Ramsay Bolton in Game of Thrones. Funny enough, I thought he was the strongest actor in the show. And I actually liked his character the most, I think. I think it's easier to make the bad guy interesting, especially when you give him a more interesting background and what is he scheming. And that actor obviously does a really good job at that, because that's kind of what he was in Game of Thrones, except this is on a PG-13 level. There was a weird rape scene. It wasn't a rape scene, but it was like a scene that they filmed it as if it was a rape scene, where one of the characters is getting, the character of Medusa is getting her hair shaved off. And they filmed it kind of like a rape scene with Ramsay Bolton there. And I was like, I should feel uncomfortable. I should feel sad about this. But it's like, because it was just her hair, I couldn't, like, connect to that. And I guess it wasn't as disturbing as something like you would see in Game of Thrones. So, I don't know. I didn't have a chance to connect to the hair enough for me to really care when it was shaved off. So, sorry, spoiler alert if you didn't see this yet. I just spoiled something major that happens. But when you watch it, maybe, I don't know, you guys could have a different opinion on it. Or hopefully you did watch it. If you don't care to watch it, then who cares? Black Bolt seemed like he was an okay character. Again, he was one of the characters that I started liking a little bit more in the second half of the episode. I guess it was a 2-part episode, so this is kind of like my season premiere review, I guess. And yeah, the characters were fine. I thought. I think there was a nice little build up to whatever happens next. Am I looking forward to what happens next? I will say maybe, yeah, sure. I might check it out when it airs on television, the 3rd episode or whatever. What did get me thinking though, because Inhumans was supposed to be a movie that was supposed to hit theaters. It was supposed to come out after the Avengers 3 and 4. And they pulled that out recently, obviously. Ever since the whole Spider-Man Sony deal with Marvel happened, it seemed like Inhumans dropped off the list, and now it became a TV show. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has been using the Inhumans for quite some time, and you know, I see potential there for like a grand mythology, world building kind of thing, especially since their base is like hidden on the moon. But because of the limitations of television, I feel like the budget really restricted them from really going all out there, because when they were showing CGI clips of the moon, of their base, where they were hiding, I was thinking of something grand like Asgard, and instead we got a lot of shots of, like, you can tell they were like filming somewhere in California or something, but making it look like it was on the moon. And I mean, it was fine. I get it. It's a TV budget, so I'm not going to give it that much crap. But I guess that's maybe the big concern that a lot of people are having with it being on IMAX. It seemed like it was a waste, and it wasn't utilized. If you're going to put this on the big screen, don't make it laughable. Make it something that's worth people's time. And at the end of the day, it just felt like I was watching a show that was just on a bigger screen. And it kind of made me wish, you know, there were episodes of Arrow and Flash that could have done a much better job on the big screen than the first 2 episodes of Inhumans. Again, I thought it was a good start to this series. I'll probably continue watching, maybe, we'll see. But for the most part, I don't think it deserved this big screen treatment, and that's, I think, where most of the backlash is coming from for it. I don't know, guys. Tell me what you thought. Did you watch this series yet? Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it like everybody else seems to? Comment below and tell me your thoughts on the Inhumans, or if you're even planning on going to see it or not. Until then, guys, we'll see. I don't think I'll do episode reviews for this one, but if I do continue on with it, maybe I'll do a season review by the end of this season. So we'll see. So, oh yeah, Lockjaw, the dog, he was good for the amount of time that he had. The dog looked pretty cool in CG. I'll admit that. But other than that, the CG was mostly crap. So until next time, guys, take care.